Halo YouTube, dengan Mimin di sini. Kita udah memasuki minggu kedua NPL 2019, minggu pertama berlalu cepat ya. Buat yang belum nonton game-game sebelumnya bisa klik pojok kanan atas. Sebelum kamu nyimak videonya, silahkan tekan tombol like kalau kamu suka dengan video ini. Dan tekan tombol subscribe karena gratis teman-teman. Silahkan menonton.
Get into the mid game on a consistent basis.
Oh, and here we go. We've got a crash coming out from Taylor J, running right back up onto the guys from Smoking Aces. He's just going to get down and dropped, though. Is going to be pissed all the time, being like, nah, I don't want to have anything to do with this.
Sad. Sorry, Taylor. Good luck.
We got to point out again, we're at that part of the map where it's a whole bunch of roads that are down at the bottom of ravines, so it's like valley play, so a lot of people are going to be having to drive up and down hillsides. Very, very dangerous, all things considered, and Lazarus looks like they just bumped right into Simplicity and regretting it. Oh, I thought that the bus was going to run over Taylor, but no, he's going to be able to survive through it, for a little while at least, as now support is coming up from the other members of Lazarus.
Lazarus, we know these guys can shoot, but the problem is they're already 2 down and makes it a 2v4. It's going to be a rough way for them to turn it back around if these nades and first initial shots don't hit.
The only option is you know the save's not going to happen, so Zero and Will are going to lock it down, try to go for a peek. Simplicity, they're going to wait for the potential push. Sim has to come after them or stay set. So I think Lazarus just hides out. If there's no smoke wall, there's no reason for Simplicity to push them.
But they already got the 2 kills onto it. You'd think that there's just 2 potential points over there if they want to go.
Oh, there it is. That's what they're waiting for. You throw the nades out, you open up the push. Now it's a 1v4, and immediately the trigger is pulled. Simplicity releases, comes in aggressive. Check shooter takes the front. Sub-Zero gets him in his sight, gets the knock on Wooly, but they're coming from 2 sides. Peeks in the window. That's the end of Lazarus. So him laying down, just taking cover was the right call there. 2 teams pass on by, more worried about each other than the solo man.
Look at that minimap. There's so many people that these guys have to drive through. It's Noble and Oxy just running through. Noble finally stops, but it's Wildcard up in front of him. You can see Jason's vehicle explodes up in front of Clam. Clam's still just trying to find somewhere to stop at. A lot of damage coming back over towards the Bronco. He's going to stop right next to Pride, but it's going to be White's Fate that almost protects him there.
They're at least trying to flex across the road. They may take a little bit of damage, but Will here from Noble get a couple of shots, not able to finish that one out.
No, we have Noble down right below them, but Endemic also making their way up. Looks like they might want a third party in this. That seems to be crispier role for Endemic. Anytime he hears a firefight, see if maybe he can get involved. Daculus just holding that angle, and right now it's BZ looking back on the other side of it. There's multiple members of Noble thinking about they're making the run through here. So grenade's going to go off. Daculus is going to go for a little bit of a reposition boom. Everybody's still looking about going up that stairwell. That's the scary, scary part about this.
They set the grenade to the ones, there's 2 sides to this stairwell. They set a grenade in one, guaranteeing the player is not there. Now they know that he's on the opposite side. They can sort of keep an eye on that. The smoke goes out, buys a little bit of space, so BZ says, hey, I can be anywhere now. And I don't know if it's worth making this push. Just let BZ exist up there and hold the bottom.
It's definitely not worth because they're no longer in the circle.
And that's the big factor with it. Keep in mind, we do have Space Station Gaming that's right over here next to this. The other members of Vicious Gaming are down that hillside. So Noble's got to figure out what they're going to do. There's the nade that goes off. If they know it's 1, yep, and Daculus is just running up there, going to get themselves a free kill point.
They should know that it's 1. They've heard the footsteps walk around. BZ was never running around full sprinting.
I've seen it used once effectively to that matter in competitive play. Once.
That's the whole
out of the last year.
Yeah, so the whole idea is that it's very difficult to even get it to the lane.
And so with this, you can see United's Dill Hero has been down, and it's going to be McCoy walking up, getting the flush onto that. Now they've got control over this, but it's going to be the rest of the guys from United off to the east. But I got to go back to this topic. Cam, I 100% agree it's great late.
Yeah.
But how do you get it into the late game? Because you have to drive it up the hill.
I'm not telling teams to
What's the master strategy? How do you get it there?
I hope that you find one there is really the master strategy. But Valiant now, with the rest of White Tempe pushing down to both Noble and Vicious.
So, this is starting pretty bad. Now, White's and Fate just got 1 member up as Hypoc is down that low ground. Vicious, I gotta say, being a little bit more alive than we see. And, oh, God, another member of United by his lonesome. Going to be Smoking Aces right down below it. How is he going to opt into playing this one?
It's a very tough spot to hold. He's going to go ahead and cook the grenade and toss it out to let them know, hey, I'm up here, don't push, I've got bad news for you. The problem is that stairwell is tough, and they don't know if it's 1 or 2 players up there. A smart play by Pistola. He does the hop down. He may try to slide around the back, but he's taking fire. He's got to just play this one out. Shots from Frolicker up the hill. Is it time to just go aggressive and try to wipe out SA?
Looks like it as he gets the shots onto one of them, gets the flush as well. Still 3 members of Smoking Aces around. Tries to get the shots onto Fine Legit, but cannot get it. That's going to be why Tim's Fate and E United both eliminated.
While we were watching that fight on the opposite side, the last man standing for WTF does go down to Vicious Gaming, no surprises.
SSG now the push on Simplicity. They have a knock against them, but a nade comes in, gets a trade knock onto Linksy, and that's a really good player to take out of the fight.
SSG needs to make this push now. They're taking fire from Envy. It's time to get inside and try to earn this one. Right on top of each other, Wooly around the corner. Vexel looks right and left. Pre-fire, but it's not enough. He goes down. There's a good follow, though, and Wooly will also get taken down and executed.
So Space Station Gaming now has control of the first floor. They've got the kills that are necessary for it, but Check Shooter still looking in a high ground position on the outside of it, being patient about it. He's got Pentalol over there as well. Circle has shifted nowhere around this location, so Check Shooter's positioning is so big. But Pentalol coming up big, gets the down onto two, but he's gonna get flushed out. Does Check Shooter choose to capitalize? He knows that there's gonna be damage on Hwin. How's the angle gonna come through? Can Hwin hear this? Footsteps now a big factor, but a lot of time being wasted. 25 seconds before the circle starts to condense down.
And they're both gonna have to move. We did see another harsh start to the southwest, but Pentalol, I was gonna tell Check Shooter just to get out of dodge, but Pentalol with the kill, with the down, and the flush on that one, getting two players out of it, make this a 1v1.
See Check Shooter realizing the fact that time's about to crunch down onto him. Wants to get the spray, at least get the finish off the moment Hwin went over there for it. Now, it's a 1v1 right on the edge of the circle. Dark kind of coming down, and Check Shooter's going to go ahead and hit those shots. 8 kills and 6 of them on Check Shooter at the direct time. Sometimes Profi always seem to manage to find the circles. Well, he's got himself a spot right here on the edge. He's got Shoot to Kill and Envy both vying for this little corner piece that he's got control over. Venerated looking onto one angle. Keep in mind, Tempo Storm is down in the center of this. They're watching everything that's happening, but Shoot to Kill's Halo is down on the outside of this as well. Here comes the push. Venerated's gonna spot out, get the spray onto Lobes. Gonna go ahead and try to flush him out. K-Mine goes down as well. Nerf way off back there. Looks like he might be the last guy for Cloud9 up and moving.
Is doing a great job in a showdown against Check Shooter, the solo man, looking to make it 4 teams for elimination. They come up over the hill. Check Shooter wants to hold the top of it, goes for the spray down, and can't quite do it.
But here's the factor, it's also Envy coming along a similar path up on the top of that hillside. We've got 7 kills on Vicious Gaming. They did eliminate another squad, but Envy now may have their sights set back down on this angle. Protege running back down the smokes.
They didn't want to have to finish on this finish in order to have a really bad spot.
Envy still needs to make their way into the circle, and looks like they want to gun down at least where Vicious Gaming is. Shuru's last member back over here trying to go res back onto Protege, throwing down a ton of smokes around this vehicle.
3 grenades queued up.
Oh, bounces out and away just narrowly. This one's gonna roll right into it, and there you go. Another big nade coming out from Envy, as that's gonna be Vicious Gaming getting eliminated.
Did you see how many nades they were ready to throw?
Yeah.
That was absolutely bananas. And Vicious, the killers, the team eliminator, ultimately gets eliminated themselves.
The bus! Got himself a bus right up in front of it. You can see just coming through. It is a sight to behold, but it's going to be Tempo Storm now trying to regroup, as it's going to be Shoot to Kill, playing around that nice bit of terrain cover that they have with the bus. Adam taking a couple of shots there. Got to be so careful. The last member of Shoot to Kill still back behind it, but there is a person hanging out behind this. It's Zampa. It's a big nade.
STK, they tried to do it. They got the bus with the 2 players right up under the compound, but Tempo Storm with the nice tactical retreat, tactical reposition, got the finish onto them.
Last time Ghost won, it's because Drassel went forward. We'll see how that goes in a second. Extreme from down under. Up here, Sharky on the opposite side with the SLR, punishing Frolicker for covering Drassel's back. Thank God they sent him running, because they are hurting on top of the mountain. Pluses are never used to contemplate. Hold my beer.
Hold my beer.
That's
It's almost
literally
like
every player.
Thank you. This time around. Beautiful shot coming out from Cherry Poppins, but he drew a lot of attention. Tempo Storm was like, no. You don't get to do that to us after we come. Oh! Cherry Poppins comes up with another big one. Sure, he didn't get the kills, but that's influential as that night. Well,
1 team versus 1 team, 4 versus 3, but Wildcard, they ain't waiting. They be pushing.
Sharpshot needs to go loud right now to allow the Pride and Extreme flank to happen. They're already crawling up the hill. If they get the first couple of knocks before Tempo Storm knows
they may
what's
have the
going
angle.
on.
No, they may have the angle. Look at this, slowly creeping up. They did spot out your boy Dre. Information's being fed back over. Keep in mind, Sharpshot is down inside the circle. Zampa's inside the circle as well. So this is kind of a reconfigure. They're trying to get a pincer move off a 1 into 2, just kind of creeping up back behind it. The big factor onto it is what can Sharpshot do in that position. Hitting those shots is so big, but Tempo Storm keeps moving down the hillside, so that's not allowing this flank coming up from Wildcard to be effective. Sharpshot taking a lot of damage down.
Here it is.
But it's Wildcard that does get the high ground. Do they have the angles? They want to protect their man, and it's going to be Zampa that gets spotted out. He takes a little bit of damage, but he's just running for the cover. He makes it to the smoke, and Maluk is running back behind him. Sharpshot goes down. Extreme has the high ground. He's got Pride with him, but now Sharky knows where he's at. Your boy Dre went down inside the exchange as well.
Wildcard went too slow, and now Tempo Storm has the positioning.
Sharky trap.
All right, here we go. It's going to be a little bit of spray back over there. It's going to be another person getting down. Now it's just all on to Pride. He's got Sharky in front of him. He's got the nade prep. But all the members of Tempo Storm are strong and trying to make the play off of it. You can see your boy Dre now down and out, but Tempo Storm has control over the circle. It's all on to Pride. How's he going to do this? Can any of these nades connect? They're going off on the wrong angle, and that's not going to be beneficial for him.
He's not even in the circle right now, and Tempo Storm are not going to let him. Sharky is playing up front with two members left alive, playing in the back to get Overwatch. They know exactly where he is, and they know there's only one space for him to go.
Here comes the move. You can see Price realizing he has to go. The smokes are covering up his reposition. Sharky has to have an idea for it. So much utility being used at the time. He's trying to see if maybe he can get some type of sneaky angle, but you can see Sharky is just reading the footsteps, listening. Got to spot him out. Sharky's going to get a little bit of damage back and forth between him. Now down below half life, but that's going to be all she wrote as Tempo Storm gets themselves a 9-kill victory.
Should have died to blue.
Okay, so here's the key to victory for me. It was that push. Great play by Wildcard to leave the pivot point in place. If you're Tempo Storm, you realize the flank is coming, and the only way to secure it is to take out the...
Pemenang game kali ini tim Tempo Storm nih. Makin seru aja kan? Jadi penasaran dong sama kelanjutan pertandingannya. Tunggu di video selanjutnya. Kalau kamu pengen nonton lebih banyak video seperti ini, bisa klik pojok kanan atas, atau bisa kunjungi channel kami. Jangan lupa like, komen, share dan subscribe. Terima kasih udah jadi bagian dari channel ini. Sampai jumpa di video selanjutnya.